Hi guys, you're welcome back to short cutting and sewing class. So guys, before I go on, I want to say something. I'm really feeling bad because I already finished cutting this pants. Okay, I finished making the video and then I got to the studio. I want to start editing it, and guess what? I lost the file, like the part where I drafted it, where I cut it. But the part where I sewed it is still very much intact, but the part where I cut the shorts disappear. So this is like a new tutorial. Okay, this wasn't the original video, but it's same thing. Okay, so we're going to be cutting a short. All right, we're not using pattern paper. It is for freehand. It is for freehanders. It's a freehand tutorial. So what we're going to do is just to, if you want to do this, use the biggest circumference, which is your lap, to get the fabric you're going to have unfold. All right, let's say your lap is 25 inches, divide by 2 gives you 12 and a half. So what you're going to have on this waist is our waist. What you're going to have on this waist now is going to be more than 12 and a half. You can even make it 15, 16, 17. Yeah, on the waist. That is the wideness of your fabric. The length is you that will determine how long you want your shorts to be or how short you want it to be. But I'm talking about the waist because we're going to be using elastic on the waist. So you want to make your waist bigger, all right, so that by the time the elastic gathers it will be fine. And also you want to make it bigger so that to be able to accommodate your hip. If you're using your waist measurement exactly, it will not go through your hip, your lap. By the time you're wearing the pants, it will stuck or it will just be too tight. So without much ado, let's just quickly go. I'll use the waist measurement as 8. Like I said, make it more than your waist measurement, make it a bit more bigger. All right, I'm going to just use 8 because the fabric I have here is limited. Then the crouch, from here I'm going to get the crouch. I'll use 6 inches as the crouch, and then I'll connect it. So I'll just connect it like so. Then I'll get the length of the pants. Okay, I'll get the length of the pants. I can make it okay, let me just use this. Let me make it 11 inches. So this is going to be the length of the pants, including the zipper, the folding allowance. And I'm going to still add 1 inch elastic here, all right, or half an inch, depending on the one I decide to use. So depending on the elastic you want to use, so you consider the elastic. If you're using 1 inch elastic, you have to consider it in time when you're measuring your length, because that 1 inch is going to increase the length. Let's say you want the length to be 15 inches long and you add 1 inch elastic, it's going to make it 16 inches long. So you consider the elastic you're using by the time you're doing your own measurement. So what I'll just do now, go ahead now. Sorry, did I show you how our fabric is folded? It's folded into 4. 1, 2. This is another 2. 1, 2, into 4 totally. So I'll just my crouch. So this is my crouch. Then I'll connect it to the wideness, maybe 8 inches or 7 inches. Okay, let me just make it 8 inches, and then I'll connect it like so. So this is it. I'll just go ahead and I'll cut it. This is the waist measurement. This is our crouch. On this crouch, you just come here like so. No need of measuring your lap measurement because already you have more fabric. It's going to go through your lap. All right. So it's exactly the lap we are working with. It's even more than the lap we are working with. We have more fabric there. So I'll just go ahead and I will just cut it. So you see, I'll open it up and then I'll cut on the middle like so. You can mark it with a chalk so that you know you have the middle. That was why I notched the middle. So you can still go ahead and mark it with a chalk with your ruler so that you won't make a mistake. So just cut on the middle. So this is what we did basically is to just cut front and back at the same time. So what we're going to do now, this is the back, I'll keep it aside. Then this is the front, alright? Then I'll come to the front here, I'll just come down by, say, 1 inch. Yeah, come down by 1 inch, like so. Then I'll connect it to the tip. I'll reduce here a bit, just reduce it because it's the front, okay? You want it to be shorter than the back crotch. So you reduce it. So the next thing I want to do now, let me just cut the pocket so that you see. So I'm going to use this piece of fabric and cut the pocket. Let me trim it. Okay, so you see it. This is also into 4. It's the same folding. So this is you can make it 10 inches wide. So this is 5 inches. You can make yours 10 inches wide. Then the length, depending on how you want it. So you can make it I'll just use this length, but you know this short. If your length of your short is 15 inches, you can make this one 10 to 11 inches long. Okay, you don't want it to be as long as your short. It will be too long inside and it will cause puffiness. So you want to make it moderate. So I'll just use this one now and cut out the pocket. So what I'm going to do now, by this side, I'm just going to come up by 1 inch. Okay. I'll curve it in. So I'll cut it like so. So I'll bring out these 2. I'll bring out 2, then the remaining 2, I'll put it here. Make sure they are all aligned. Make sure all the edges are aligned, okay? Both top and bottom. So you come here, you make it 2 inches. Because this fabric is small, I won't make it 2 inches. I'll make it 1.5. Alright? But yours, make it 2 inches or 2.5 inches because you're an adult. I'm going to eventually sew this for my baby. So I'm trying to use her measurement. So I won't want her pocket to be too wide. So then for the length, I'll make it 4 inches. For the length, I'll make it 4 inches. But yours, you can use 5 inches or 6 inches because you are an adult. Well, I can't waste this fabric now. I have to make it for somebody. So please pin it very well so that you won't be. I'm going to go up a bit because I realized that you see here it's too short. So I'll just go up a bit. Maybe here. So I'll cut it from here. So see it. See our pocket. Let me open it up like so. Open it up like so. You see our pockets. So just fix it like so. You see? Very perfect. And you fix here like so. Sew it and sew it, and that is it. So let's just go ahead and go to the machine. Sorry. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Babe. 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 I'm done.
Good, good,